Welcome back to Talklish, your favorite podcast for B2 English listening practice that helps you learn real English for real life. I'm Alex.
And I'm Ben. Today, we're talking about something foundational, something that impacts our energy, our mood, and our ability to learn and grow.
Absolutely. Have you ever felt tired even after a full night's sleep, or found yourself reaching for unhealthy snacks when you know you should be eating better? Today, we're going to have a simple talk about healthy habits, how to understand them, how to build them, and how they can transform your daily life, all while practicing your English.
That's right, because healthy habits aren't just about big changes. They're about small, consistent choices. And we're going to explore some key areas today: sleep, food, exercise, and how to build better daily routines.
Exactly. We often think of healthy habits as something difficult or for other people, but they're actually within everyone's reach. They're not about perfection, they're about progress.
And sometimes the biggest problem isn't knowing what to do, but actually doing it consistently. It's about making those small, deliberate choices that add up over time.
When we ignore our health, we often feel low energy, have trouble concentrating, and even find it harder to learn new things, including English. Our physical well-being is deeply connected to our mental clarity and emotional state.
But by understanding a few simple principles and making small adjustments, we can significantly improve how we feel, how we think, and how effectively we engage with the world.
And staying healthy doesn't mean feeling restricted or unhappy. It means empowering yourself to live with more energy, focus, and overall well-being. It's about control, not punishment.
That's a crucial point. It's about making choices that serve you in the long run. So where should we begin with these essential habits, Alex?
Well, let's start with perhaps the most underestimated healthy habit: sleep.
The mysterious world of sleep. Many of us don't get enough, or the quality isn't great.
That's very true. In our busy lives, sleep is often the first thing we sacrifice. We stay up late working, watching TV, or scrolling on our phones. But sleep isn't a luxury, it's a fundamental need.
It's when our bodies and minds actually repair themselves, process information, and consolidate memories. If you're learning English, getting enough sleep is vital for your brain to store all that new vocabulary and grammar.
Exactly. A good night's sleep isn't just about feeling less tired, it improves your mood, your concentration, and your ability to solve problems. It directly impacts your learning.
How much sleep are we talking about here, generally?
For most adults, around 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night is ideal. It can vary slightly from person to person, but that's a good general guideline.
And what about the quality of sleep? It's not just about the number of hours, is it?
No, it's not. Things like sleeping in a dark, quiet, and cool room can make a huge difference. Avoiding screens for an hour before bed and having a regular bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends, can greatly improve your sleep hygiene.
Sleep hygiene, that's a great phrase. It refers to all those practices that are necessary to have good nighttime sleep quality and full daytime alertness.
Exactly. Even if you can't get 8 hours every night, just prioritizing sleep and making your sleep environment better can have a big impact. Don't underestimate the power of a good rest.
Think about your life for a moment. Do you usually get enough sleep? How do you feel on those days when you haven't slept well? It probably impacts everything.
It certainly does. So after sleep, let's talk about our next crucial habit: food.
Food. A topic everyone loves, but also one that can be tricky when it comes to healthy habits.
It can be. The good news is that healthy eating doesn't have to be complicated or boring. It's about balance and making smart choices most of the time.
So what are some simple principles for healthy eating?
Well, a good starting point is to focus on whole foods. This means foods that are unprocessed or minimally processed. Think fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins like chicken or fish, and healthy fats from avocados or nuts.
And what should we try to limit?
We should try to limit highly processed foods. Things with lots of sugar, unhealthy fats, and artificial ingredients. These often give us a quick burst of energy, but then we crash, and they don't provide the nutrients our bodies truly need.
It's amazing how much our energy levels and even our mood are tied to what we eat. A healthy diet can really help you keep a clear head.
It absolutely can. Eating balanced meals helps stabilize your blood sugar, which means more consistent energy throughout the day, better concentration, and fewer sudden mood swings.
And often we eat quickly or while distracted. Taking time to savor your food and eat mindfully can also be part of a healthy habit, right?
Definitely. Eating slowly, paying attention to your body's hunger and fullness signals, and enjoying your meals without distractions can prevent overeating and improve digestion. It's about respecting your body.
So the simple message is more whole foods, fewer processed foods, and mindful eating.
Exactly. It's not about being perfect, but about making conscious choices that fuel your body and mind effectively. If you're finding this kind of B2 English listening practice helpful and informative, make sure you subscribe to Talklish.
We create English lessons around real-life topics like building healthy habits, so you improve your listening, expand your vocabulary, and learn useful ideas at the same time. Find us on your favorite podcast platform or YouTube. All right, Alex, let's talk about our third essential habit, exercise.
Movement. This is another one that many people feel intimidated by. They think they need to spend hours in a gym or run marathons.
And that's a common misconception, isn't it? The truth is, any movement is better than no movement.
Precisely. Exercise doesn't have to be extreme. It's simply about moving your body regularly. Even a brisk walk for 30 minutes a day can have significant benefits for your physical and mental health.
It's not just about building muscles or losing weight, though those can be positive side effects. Exercise also boosts your mood, reduces stress, and improves cognitive function. It's a natural stress reliever. When you exercise, your body releases endorphins, which have mood-boosting effects. It helps you burn off steam and clear your head. And for language learners, getting your blood flowing and your body moving can actually improve your focus and memory. It helps you stay alert for your English studies.
It absolutely does. You don't need special equipment or a fancy gym membership. Walking, dancing, cycling, playing a sport, or even just doing some stretches and bodyweight exercises at home can make a big difference.
The key is consistency, isn't it? Finding something you enjoy doing so you'll stick with it.
Exactly. Find an activity that feels fun, not like a chore, and try to make it a regular part of your day. Even 10 minutes here and there can add up. It's about building a sustainable habit.
So whether it's a morning walk or an evening dance session, just get your body moving regularly. It's about progress, not perfection.
That's the mindset. Now, let's bring all these habits together with our final point, building better routines.
This is where the magic happens, connecting all those individual habits into a sustainable lifestyle.
Absolutely. A routine is simply a sequence of actions regularly followed, and healthy habits thrive in a good routine. It makes them automatic, so you don't have to rely on willpower every single time.
So it's about making healthy choices the default.
Exactly. Think about your morning routine. If you wake up and immediately have a plan for a healthy breakfast and a short walk, you're much more likely to do it than if you wake up and decide in the moment.
It removes the decision fatigue. You've already made the choice.
Precisely. So to build better routines, start small. Don't try to change everything at once. Maybe you focus on just one new habit, like drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning, or going to bed 15 minutes earlier.
And then, once that habit feels natural, you can stock another habit onto it. For example, after your glass of water, maybe you do 5 minutes of stretching.
That's a great strategy for habit stacking. Another important tip is to be patient with yourself. Building new habits takes time and effort. You won't be perfect every day, and that's okay.
It's about getting back on track when you slip up, rather than giving up entirely. Consistency over perfection, again.
And make your routine enjoyable. If your routine feels like a burden, you won't stick with it. Find ways to make healthy choices pleasant and rewarding. This helps you stay motivated.
So, creating a predictable structure for your day, starting small, stacking habits, and being kind to yourself when you miss a step.
That's the recipe for success. Remember, small actions done consistently lead to big results over time.
And to illustrate some of these concepts, let's listen to a short, real-life mini dialogue about building a new routine. This part is great for retention and hearing these ideas in a natural context.
I really want to start exercising, but I never have time.
Have you thought about a morning routine?
Not really. I usually just rush out the door.
Well, what if you just started with a 15-minute walk before breakfast?
15 minutes. I think I could manage that.
Then, once that feels easy, maybe add 5 minutes of stretching.
So start small and build up?
Exactly. It's about consistency, not intensity at first.
Notice how person B suggests starting small and gradually building up the routine. Phrases like, start with a 15-minute walk, once that feels easy, and build up are excellent for discussing habit formation.
It makes the idea of creating a new habit feel much less daunting.
All right, let's quickly review some useful expressions and vocabulary from today's lesson. These are all B2 level and will be super helpful for your English.
First up, sleep hygiene. This refers to the habits and practices that are conducive to good quality sleep. For example, good sleep hygiene includes having a dark, quiet bedroom.
Next, we have whole foods. These are foods that are unprocessed or minimally processed, like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Eating more whole foods is a simple way to improve your diet.
Then we have keep a clear head. This means to stay calm and think well, especially when discussing difficult topics or making decisions. A healthy diet helps you keep a clear head throughout the day.
An important one is burn off steam. This means to get rid of strong emotion or energy by doing something active. After a stressful day, exercise helps me burn off steam.
We also talked about building a sustainable habit. A sustainable habit is one you can maintain over a long period. Walking every day is a sustainable habit for most people.
And finally, habit stacking. This is a strategy where you add a new habit onto an existing one. I use habit stacking by drinking water immediately after I brush my teeth.
Let's try some quick practice lines using these phrases. Repeat them after us to get that pronunciation down.
Good sleep hygiene is essential for energy. Pause for listener to repeat.
Eating whole foods helps me keep a clear head. Pause for listener to repeat.
I exercise to burn off steam and build sustainable habits. Pause for listener to repeat.
Excellent! Incorporating these phrases into your active vocabulary will really boost your confidence in English when discussing health and routines.
So, to recap everything we've discussed today about building healthy habits,
Prioritize your sleep.
choose whole, nourishing foods,
Get your body moving regularly.
and build routines that support these habits.
Remember, healthy habits are not about perfection or huge sacrifices. They are about small, consistent steps that lead to a stronger, more energetic, and more focused you.
If this lesson helped you feel more confident about understanding and building healthy habits and boosted your English listening, write this in the comments. I build healthy habits. That sentence alone is great English practice for you.
And if you want more B2 English listening practice about real life, well-being, and practical tips for a better life, make sure you subscribe to Talklish wherever you get your podcasts or on our YouTube channel. Keep learning with us.
Thanks for joining us today, and we look forward to helping you improve your English again soon.
Bye for now.